So you run back there to rescue this idiot. You're trying to get him up. He's sitting there with 2 pistols, maybe even a magnum, better yet. And what does he do? He just... Let's shoot the zombies! Shoot the zombies off of you! Shoot them! Shoot them off!
I like getting stomped out.
You have a mag. Just shoot! I just can't. I kick people like instantly. As soon as they do something stupid, I kick them. I can't stand it. I just absolutely cannot stand it. If you suck, you're not going to be on my team for long. People just don't get the simple things. How about you use that melee weapon that's sitting on your back, that katana, and kill all the zombies around you that are hoarding you. A katana can down a horde of zombies in a few seconds. But what does he do? He's sitting with a shotgun, and he's only got 1 shell in it, so he fires 1 shell, reloads 1, fires 1, reloads 1, fires 1, reloads 1, fires 1, reloads 1, fires 1, reloads 1. No! Help me!
If you suck, just don't play co-op games. Don't piss people off.
I got 2 friends, Pingus and Angry J-Man. They fooled around and they crawled, basically just kneeled down and crawled with like a pot. One had a pan and one had a machete. They did that across the entire map and nearly got to the safe room. Just sitting there, just crawling across the map. They got further than people that are actually trying to play. I'm lagging. Are you uploading something?
I have a video uploading for y'all. I think you will thoroughly enjoy it.
That has white streaks.
Shut up!
And that's
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
His suit has white streaks in it. You probably can't see it.
You can't see from a distance. I'm working with what I got. Shut up!
But yeah, I'm gonna start a series of that. I mean, that's why I wanted my mother to give me some money, borrow some money, so I could pay her back to get an all-black suit just to go to that movie. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Will it be like Guidelines being a customer? Probably not. It's just gonna be a rant, just rant time. Cause man, it pisses me off. What did that guy do? What was his name? Cray? Remember I was complaining about that guy?
Cray.
What did he do again? What was it?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was Survivor. On the Survivor side.
It was something he did that just pissed me off. I so wanted to kick him. Like, we won, but it was extremely difficult because this idiot just could not play.
I think he was, he kept, like, turning around, kneeling, and, like, shooting at the zombie instead of just running.
Like, in Versus, you don't have time to just sit there and kill every single zombie. You don't, especially on these servers, because on this server, people can buy witches, they can buy tanks, they can buy special infected, they can buy hordes. So you got to move. Every second you're stuck there is you losing, okay? And I turn around, what's this guy do? He's sitting there and kneeled down. I'm like, move! Move! Move!
Makes sense to me.
We can't just sit around. Get going, dude.
Gotta kill all the zombies.
Oh, it makes me so angry. Oh, you know, I like to win. You know, I don't always have to win because even losing can be fun, you know, if you're all having a good game. But when it's apparent that you're losing because of a single person or like two people.
Would you love to forget about all this, brother? I can help you.
No, you don't have a neuralizer. If you want a neuralizer, that little thing from the bathroom for the toilet paper.
In there?
Yeah.
You're actually right. I didn't think about that.
I did that last time I went to
I'm gonna go see MIB, y'all.
I just took the toilet paper thing that just pops up and I put a little red thing in the front and drew buttons on it and a dial.
That's good, but it works.
It works. I just hate it when you turn around and you got this idiot who's just shopping. We're in versus, and on this server, if you have enough points, you can buy whatever item you want. But this fool wants to go in every room. I'm like, come on! Get out of there! There's a death trap in there! And suddenly, I'm like, leave him, just leave him, let's go. Because if we go back, all we're doing is hurting ourselves. Let's just go. And sure enough, you know, it's always the people who don't suck. I mean, the people who do suck that don't quit. They don't rage. They stay there, and they're gonna be on your team the next round. No, not you, Templar. I'm talking about this guy named Cray, and there was someone else I was just playing with a few minutes ago that really just messed us up. Yeah, I'm recording this. And then it's like you can just time it. Like you see that idiot back there. You told him to come on. You tried to help him. You stayed behind to try to help him. But he just will not move forward. And so you finally just leave him, and you can just basically time it. 3, 2, 1. And the smoker's got him, reeling him in. There's nothing you can do. If you go back, all you're doing is putting yourself at risk. Sony to run it. Well, it doesn't say they're actually going to run ads in the middle of the game. They just put a patent on the idea, on the concept. They have thousands of patents, but that doesn't mean they use them all. If Sony actually does use that, I would not get a PS3 system. Not PS3, but whatever station, whatever the next one's called. I wouldn't get it. You know what? I just got an interesting message from someone on YouTube. This person made a new account just to, and the subject matter is hypocrite. An essay for me. Right after that USTREAM yesterday. So I made a sock account to make points about how I'm a hypocrite. And some of these points were stemmed from things I talked about in the USTREAM. Now, who would do this? Who would gain from this? I recently watched one of your terrible Ustreams. You have made a few contradictions. You openly call yourself a nigger, even though you flag down the guy who likes Pi 200's video for doing the same thing. If you don't care about people calling you that, why would you validate the flagging down for his video? He says I flagged down the guy's video. So let me get this straight. A video that is merely just terrible, and I don't really care about it, gets flagged down, and that I did that, yet there's a video out there of me being eaten by Alex Henryall, eaten by Sonic, and turned into poop, and I don't flag that down.
They're aliens.
Does that make sense? All the videos out there that have said terrible things about me, I haven't flagged a single one. I want those videos. It doesn't hurt me. It hurts the person who makes it, and it hurts those who agree with it. That's all it does, and that's why I love it that it exists. Why would I want to erase the existence of such things? That's why I save these videos, and that's why I make copies of the comments area. Because these videos don't last forever. And, yeah, they're trophies for me. So, no, you know, and then, like I said, you know, it's actually valid that the video got flagged down because it actually was racial and it actually had bad things in it. You can't, there's no other way around that. That's actually flaggable. Calling a black guy a nigger on YouTube is actually flaggable. That's why I don't really say it that much on YouTube, because it's flaggable. But, oh, you know, punching Metal Sonic, you know, Gaston punching Metal Sonic, that's flaggable. That's offensive. That's spam. That's commercially deceptive. His second point, you said you'd hit Fanfic Critic, even though you said that you hate people who do the same to women, and that she didn't do anything for you to make this comment. And didn't you call the Mystery Oven thing pathetic for saying that he wanted to punch you? Hypocritical. So he thinks I want to punch her. When I said hit, I meant tapping it. But he thinks I want to punch her. Do you see how moronic these people are? You call yourself a dick and a douche, even though you use that against Lyot, calling him a douchebag. That's not all that I did. Yes, I call him a douchebag, but I said why he was a douchebag. Because a lot of what he does is bad. Exploiting people's debts, lying about it, scamming his subscribers, using steroids, cheating on working out, being put into a mental institution, death threats, making threats to everyone, saying that he's going to beat everybody up. And he compares that to me?
Beat everybody up.
He's always threatening to hurt people. Always. Always telling me he's going to kill you, he's going to do this. Megan is the same way.
This faggot ass can't do shit.
Yeah, the door's open and you're talking loud. You want mom to hear you?
Nobody's here.
Nobody's here.
Nobody's here.
Oh.
Everybody's dead.
Carry on then. So yeah, he calls Life. Yeah, I do call Life in a Tent a dick and a douche, but he uses his douchebaggery for evil. I use my douchebaggery for good. We both have powers, but I use my powers for good. And then, of course, He brings up random DCE, of course, as we can see. And he always seems to be coming up in all these little comments. Like Leedy, saying that if it wasn't for me, random DCE wouldn't have to make a video defending the companies. I forced random DCE to make videos. Sour Patch Kids. And he says, DCE does have a job. He works at Best Buy. How about you actually watch his videos for once? You also didn't watch his videos about Capcom. Yeah, I did. They're on Blip TV. He made those like a year or so ago. I watched them. And that's how I know he's an idiot. And those are the only ones I watched of him. Because those are the only ones pertaining to me. But seeing how, you know, some of the things he said, like, if we don't support the companies, they might stop making games for us. He's a drone. He's a puppet. He's a corporate cocksucker. Random DCE is the type of person that'll go to a restaurant and get bad service and get bad food, but he'll continue to go there just because he doesn't want the restaurant to shut down, even though what he's getting in return is subpar. That is moronic. Hey, why do you criticize people for giving you a response when you want a response? How I criticize what they say because what they say is wrong. I always dictate what I'm talking about. What they say, what they do. I encourage responses because I like to hear what people say. How many commentators do that? I don't really block anyone except for those who like to defend child porn and have sex with animals. That's it. That's how I blocked recently. And some bot accounts, you know, it seems that every time I deal a heavy blow to the commentating community, my PM box gets botted. That's just what it seems to happen. It's not really that big of a deal, you know, I just block the account and just move on, but it's still funny. You criticize Jeffrey Metal for wanting death on your nephew, even though you wish death on the director and writer for Dragon Ball Evolution and several other directors of movies. Okay. I wasn't serious. You actually think I want someone to die because they wrote something? Because they suck at their job? I've made it quite clear who I think should die. Some of the people I had to deal with at my job. Some of those pieces of trash of society. They deserve to die. Not a filmmaker. Not a writer. They just need to stop doing their work. That's all. And my brother-in-law. Yeah, he needs to die too. And I would gladly do it myself if I had the opportunity. If I could get away with it, you know, the police said, you got one free kill coupon. Oh yeah, brother-in-law would be gone. Well, ex-brother-in-law, really. Oh yeah, he is a piece of trash. He is. Sadly, he's the father of my nephew, whom I love very much. But you know, the dude is a piece of garbage. And I told him to come over here. I told him I was going to stab him in his chest, and I really would. If he came over here, he would have got it. He would have got a Kodachi in his chest. He is probably one of the, oh yeah, he did that, and he did a lot of other things too. He is a piece of garbage. And trash, useless people from, useless people in society who don't contribute to anything in this world, people like him, they deserve it. But this guy is comparing, you know, a guy wanting a 2-year-old child to die to me ranting about directors and writers. So I'm assuming he's probably friends with Jeffrey Metal too, because Jeffrey Metal made a video about me and my fans or whatever. And then at the very end he says, so in the end, are you really better than the people you criticize? I think not, idiot. Okay, never said I was better than anybody. Smarter, yes. I am smarter than a lot of these particular people. And that's evident from them not knowing what I'm talking about and not knowing any information to back up anything they say. That makes me smarter. Does it make me better? I never said I'm better than anyone. The background? The background is Tuner 1994. He's an individual that wants to have sex with frogs, mice, and ducks. And he's also friends with the fanfickle critic. I found Tuner through... I think I found Tuner through one of the crossover fags. This chat. Tuner goes to your high school? Wow. May you be blessed. He doesn't bring frogs in his thermos or in his lunch pail, does he? When you guys go to dissect frogs, you guys don't get a couple missing ones, do you? Hey, you know, for tuna, a frog's a frog. You can pry a frog's mouth open. Okay, who is this Leet Snipes guy that wants to debate me? You're a new commentator, but you have 0 videos on your channel. That's pretty new. And anyone that really wants to debate me doesn't go all out like you do. They send me a private message, they say it in the stream, they don't post it everywhere. What do you want to debate about? Okay, before I actually add you to Skype, give me 1 point that you're gonna make so I can tell whether or not this is gonna be worth any of my time. Controllers are more accurate. Okay, yeah, he's a troll. Is that why when they took Halo 2 and put people on Xbox controllers and people on keyboard and mouse, the people with keyboard and mouse dominated the people on controllers? Why do you think Microsoft took out the cross-platform play from their games? Games like Shadowrun were cross-platform play between Microsoft Windows and Xbox Live, but because the people on the PC were dominating, they shut it down because no one on the console could actually win against those guys. Yeah, console games are easy to hack too. Halo Reach was hacked before the game even released. So anyway, let's forget Mr. Sniper. We'll let him finish his little commentary on his gameplay videos. Yeah, Game of Thrones, man, I gotta do a video on that. Game of Thrones is freaking amazing. And there's so many hot chicks in it. Oh my gosh, there's so many hot chicks. I haven't played the game yet, but if you are not watching the Game of Thrones series, you are missing out. You are missing one of the best things to ever hit television. It's on HBO. The next episode comes out tomorrow, I believe. I haven't seen much of Spartacus. I've seen a few episodes when I was on base training. We got to watch a couple episodes. Yes, I watched Game of Thrones. I've been talking about the Game of Thrones. I watched like season 2 in like 2 days, from 1 to 7. I was on a Game of Thrones binge. My girl was telling me about it, and she was always talking about Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. And she was telling me things that happened in it, and I was like, I'll get around to it. So I finally downloaded one episode, and it was absolutely amazing. Heroes was good, but I never finished it. Why do people keep talking about autism? Like, all the autistic people I know are normal. Like, you would never know they had autism. Now, certain people on the internet, I would assume that they have autism because they're very hard of hearing. They don't understand anything you're saying to them, even though you're explaining it quite clearly. Libraries, recent places. Yeah, I'm really done with the auditorium review. I really hope some of you guys take up the game and, you know, support the developer. They're trying to make a sequel. It's called Auditorium. It's freaking awesome. As you guys can see, it's a pretty simple puzzle game. You got your path modifiers, but the object of the game, as you can see, is to get the colors changed and to get it into the little soundboards to light them up so they play a part of the song. But it gets really, really hard, and it will make you rage. As you see here, I'm trying to adjust this just right so I can get that stream over there. This thing made me rage quite a few times. I think it is a Flash game, actually. A Flash game that's on Steam. I poured about 18 hours into this game. It's got over 70 puzzles. Some of them are really easy, but others you're going to spend an hour trying to figure out. I've seen those things as pandas and WoW. You know, I don't play too many MMOs. The only MMO I've ever really played was Ragnarok Online. Now, Ragnarok Online, that is the game. Has anyone played Ragnarok? Anyone? Taekwon ranker, which are pretty hard to freaking use. To actually get a Taekwon ranker is just irritating, absolutely irritating to get. But once you get it, and you know what you're doing, it's over about anything that comes up against you. Man, I ain't played a good MMO in a while. But the reason why I don't really get into MMOs is because I know I'll get addicted. I get my games from Steam. Usually if I see there's a deal on another website, like I get a lot of games from GOG. I love that website. I mean, people complain that you gotta have, you know, Steam DRM, which isn't really a DRM, or more just like a it's more like a community type thing. But you know, plenty of games go on GOG, so just get them from there. And according to the developers, hackers don't even go after, you know, like Alan Wake, that was released on GOG. You can download Alan Wake DRM free. Now, they assumed that the DRM free version was going to get leaked and going to get, you know, spread around the internet, but evidently that never happened. The only copies that made it onto the torrenting sites were the ones that were like on Games for Windows Live and Steam. And they actually asked some of the hackers, like, hey, why don't you hack the one, you know, why don't you distribute the one that was free? Well, if it's DRM free, how can we hack it? We don't want one with, you know, no DRM. We can't put our name on that. There's no work to do there. So the hackers leave the DRM versions alone and people don't distribute those. And that came from Remedy and from hackers like Skid Row. I haven't really watched any Undertaker Freak videos. Yeah, Raze is pretty good. Oh, Bleach is canceled? Well, it wasn't getting anywhere. I'm watching this anime, what's it called? Like Sankreya, whatever it's called. That one's pretty good. I think it's called Sankreya. It's about a girl who wants to get away from her father because her father is really creeping her out. He takes nude pictures of her every year to have evidence of her growing up. and she's part of a rich family, like the richest in the entire area. So she meets this guy who's trying to resurrect his dead cat, and he has like this old book, you know, for a potion to resurrect stuff. And the final potion that they make actually works on the cat, but she takes it because she thinks it's poison, and when she goes home, you know, she can't really escape her father, so she takes the poison. But it doesn't kill her, and the next time, you know, she sees the guy, her father follows her, and she ends up getting knocked off the cliff and gets killed. But she resurrects as a zombie because she took that potion the previous night, and it's still in her system. So now she's living with the kid, with his family, and he's trying to preserve her body because she's going through like rigor mortis, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's pretty good. It's very interesting. My persona arcana would have to be the devil or death. I never played Drug Wars. Is that a new one that came out? No, I never played Blood Rain either. Lately, I've been playing Left 4 Dead 2. How many hours I got on that game? I have 599.9 hours in Left 4 Dead 2. I'm 10 minutes away from 600 hours in Left 4 Dead 2. And I played 95 hours in the past 2 weeks. That game is so freaking good. Oh man. I mean, sometimes, you know, babies, you just can't sleep. Sometimes I just don't want to sleep, you know, so I'll be up for like 24 hours, 48 hours. So I'll just be playing Left 4 Dead 2 all night long. Like, I didn't go to sleep last night either. I'm just used to not getting a lot of sleep. You guys got to realize that I used to work a lot. You guys remember my work schedule back then? 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week across 3 jobs. It was nuts. I was used to just, you know, 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, then going to work. And then when you're on base, you don't get a lot of sleep either. You'll be up for like a day, and then they'll let you go to sleep for like maybe 5 hours, and then you'll be up again, marching, running, doing IT. I hated doing security. No, watch. That's what it's called on base. Watch. Someone at all times has to be up. At least 2 people, and they have to be on watch. And that's just how it is. And they do that to train you for when you go out, you know, in the fleet. Houston looked like a racist rendition of a black person. from like an old cartoon. Like he wasn't like black, but he was a little dark, big lips, kind of monkeyish looking face, you know. It was pretty bad. But it was funny though when we brought up all his faggotry. The look on his face is pretty funny. Of course he got picked on. He was looking at Sonic the Hedgehog porn in front of everyone. Of course he got picked on. He'd walk in the room and it was like, oh, I wish I had some Sonic porn. Oh yes, that hedgehog is so hot. Oh yes, Tails, suck Sonic off, suck her off. And that was like every day, several times a day. I don't know why he didn't try to hide it. I guess he thought he was being sneaky about it, because he'd sit there and he would like load a picture and scroll down really fast before anyone could get a look at it. Because not everyone's like looking at a computer, but sometimes people are waiting to use the computer you're using. But yeah, he loaded scroll, leave a comment. Load scroll, leave a comment. I was the first one to discover it because I saw his URL. He was like in a little chat room, and I said as soon as I saw him, I was like, if I ever saw a Sonic fag, that'd be one right there. Awkward, weird, doesn't really know what to do with himself, quit boot camp, wants to go home to mommy, you know. And so when he was in on the computers, I think it was the first day he was on the computers. I was usually in the gym, but the gym was right across from the lounge. And whenever I'm done working out, I'll take like a 5-minute break and I'll go into the lounge to see what everyone's doing. And he was at the computer and I just looked over and I saw the URL to his little chat room, sonichentai.net/chat. And I was just like, and he's one of the administrators. Like later on, we went to the website. Me and my friend Charles, when everyone else went back upstairs, we stayed in the lounge and we looked up his profile, and it had all his fetishes on there: lolicon, shotacon, tentacles, insertion, all kinds of stuff. And we were just like, holy crap, this dude is messed up. We went back upstairs and Charles went straight to him like, look dude, seriously? Sonic porn? You like Sonic porn? It was the funniest thing ever. And I was like, look, Houston, Shotacon, you like little boys. Lolicon, you like little girls. You're a pedophile. You like tentacles on Lolicon Futanari. Whole. And after everyone found out, you know, it was pretty much done from there. You know, he didn't fit in then, and he certainly didn't fit in after everyone found out. My mic's a little loud. Let me turn it down a bit. Futa is basically girls with penises. Like legitimate girls. They're not like transsexuals or she-males or anything like that. They're girls with penises. I read a Futanari manga before. It was like some kind of penis salesman or something. It was pretty funny. Like, this girl like went around to women, like basically like lesbians, and sold penises. Like, she takes a sample of your DNA, mixes it into something, gives you an injection, and you grow a penis. Japan. Japan. I mean, nothing really bothers me on the internet as far as like shock pictures or shock videos or any type of point. Like, I've already seen everything. Nothing really bothers me. I can look at Goatsy and it wouldn't bother me at all. But sometimes I send Goatsy to people who send me stupid private messages. I just send them a little tiny URL. Like, your answer lies within this link. Well, yes, someone saying things like that about Tony Chopper. Yeah, that did affect me, because I would have never thought. Chopper. Chopper. Because Bambi's too old. Oh man, there's some sick people out there. Absolutely sick. I mean, being on Encyclopedia Dramatica, you're going to see sick stuff like all the time. So after a while, you just kind of grow accustomed to it. Nothing really shocks you anymore. Yes, there's yaoi of me somewhere. I went to an anime convention with my friend Alexandria, and her and her friends drew yaoi porn of me while I was sleeping. Like, it was a 2-bed, hotel room. I was already asleep, and I don't wear too many clothes when I'm sleeping. I generally just wear, underwear. So I guess I was sleeping in like a really sexy position or something. And so she brought in all her friends to sit there quietly and draw me in yaoi. I felt violated. Very violated indeed. I felt like I just got raped, and I was like clinging to like my sheets. It was probably like the strangest thing I've ever had to deal with. That manhood is gone. Yeah, there's yaoi of me with Yugimoto. There's yaoi with me with Shishomaru, and yaoi with me in Inuyasha, and a couple other yaoi-centric characters that girls seem to like. I don't have these figures. Why do you think I would have them? No. No, no, no. I know one's on DeviantArt. I know that. I know that because my friend Alexandria posted her picture on DeviantArt. I'm not going to tell anyone where it is. You have to find it for yourself. You won't find it through Google. Show the Japanese what true yaoi is. Oh man, that tidal wave guy, that's probably one of the most messed up individuals. But one thing I can give Houston over him is that Houston, you know, at first he cared, but then he learned to not care what people say, you know. He's like, yeah, it's sick. Yeah, I know I'm sick. You know, I can't really help it. I have a problem. But tidal wave just deny. I can at least respect someone that at least admits it. Well, I don't know about doing a rant on the cloppers because, you know, some of those ponies are pretty hot. I mean, look at Applejack. Don't you just want to bend that filly over and just take it to her? Or, what's her name? Rarity? Yeah, isn't she a hottie? Oh man, I don't even think I know all the ponies' names yet. I don't really watch it. I can just see, you know, why people like it. But there's no excuse for My Little Pony porn. Now, a human girl with Rarity's voice. Well, actually, there's like when they turn the ponies into like people, those pictures are pretty hot. The personification pictures, those are nice. Those are freaking nice. Yeah, the personification of the Pokemon too, man. Those are really good. Well, I don't really have a favorite pony because I really don't watch the show. I don't. I've seen like maybe 2 episodes and the Smile 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 song, so I don't really know what all the other ponies are like. But I can say that I like Fluttershy. She's really the only character I really know what they're like, really. Your stomach burns. Well, what's derpy? Like, I see people talk about that all the time. Is Derpy really a fan-made pony that got put in the show? Okay, Derpy kind of sounds mentally challenged. Okay, it's a mentally challenged pony. Is Derpy a boy or a girl? Gabe's godlike beard. Gabe! Gaben. What the heck? Stop it! No, I wasn't talking to you guys. I'm talking to my browser. Let's see. I'm on the personification page for Gelboro. I see a really hot Absol. I am not going to speak upon what I just saw. So let's just forget about that as best as I can. That was awful. Wow. Okay, what I saw was Microsoft Windows personified, but had a giant cock. It was like a girl, but a giant cock, and it's Microsoft Windows. You make a human version of an operating system and give it a huge cock. who thinks of these things? Who thinks of that and puts it on paper? Who? What the? That ain't no jinx. Zone Sama. I have no clue what that is. Can you put the cam on your computer? No, I don't want you to see what I'm looking at. This is a clean stream. I was looking. Oh, that's pretty nice. Man, when they make human versions of these Pokemon, they really do a good job. No, I mean, they actually do a really good job. Let's see. There we go. My Little Pony personification. We got Applejack. We got someone named Luna. Well, these are quite good. Okay, I know you guys probably want to see. So we'll see. Yeah, that's not so bad. Here's a Fluttershy one. Yeah, these actually aren't bad at all. There doesn't seem to be many either. Kawaii desu! Which one is this? Celestia? Hmm. I think it's gonna be my new spray. Incognito window for the win. Oh, just popped my arm. That felt great. The private browsing doesn't work on my computer. My computer, it tracks every single thing that it does. Regardless of what you might delete, you'll never find this and delete it. It takes screenshots of the entire screen every 15 seconds. It takes logs of every single key typing you do. It's a pretty nice program. I'm not going to tell you what it's called because I don't want people abusing the program. Well, it's not that I distrust anyone. It's that usually when someone else uses my computer, something goes wrong. So I want a clear, indication of what exactly they did in case, something gets messed up, so I can fix it. But it's basically a program that's used for, it's basically used in corporate offices, especially ones with, sensitive information where they have to track all their employees and watch everything that they do. I think I can actually remote it and actually view the screen without the person using it actually knowing. I think. Plus, I can have it upload all the screenshots, online so I can view them at any time. Stoner philosophy. Why would you pick the username Gay Man? I don't know what Pokemon Conquest is. Gay Luigi? Toonami? Yeah, I'll watch it tonight. So, what did you need, Stoner? Because I can tell you right now, this is probably the most efficient way. Some NASCAR. I just don't understand why people watch NASCAR. I don't really need to watch Tsunami because I already watched like all the old shows from Toonami like over the last couple of years. Watched every single one. So they're not really going to show anything I haven't seen already. But your question is, how does someone go about debating me? Just think about what you say, before you say it. Like, think everything out. Lay everything you're going to say down. Look at it. Try to defeat it yourself. See if there's any counters to what you're going to say. Because me, I won't really know my position unless we already agreed to talk about something before the debate. I've had people call me and they spring stuff on me and I just, destruction. And it just ends up that way. I debated a lot of people that you guys won't even know about because it just, it just happens so fast and they just say, well, thanks for talking to me, see ya. I'm like, okay, bye. It's not really anything big. Have I ever lost a debate? Not even in high school, no, I didn't. And I didn't really learn much from the teacher, like the debate teacher. She was like African and she was hot, but I couldn't really understand what she was saying half the time. I just like to look at her chest. Well, Stoner, there's really no set way, to make a great commentary, so we could talk about that. There's like no actual factual way. There's some things that should definitely be avoided. Like for me, like length of the commentary doesn't really matter as long as you're giving viable information. As long as you're actually counting what the person says. So whether it be 10 minutes or like 2 hours, it wouldn't really make a difference to me. I'm just not going to watch it all in one sitting more than likely. Some people might feel differently about that, but it's a process of making commentary, so there's not going to be one set way to actually do it. I mean, for me, this is how I see it. The longer a commentary is, that should mean that the person that you're commentating on made a lot of mistakes. And that's pretty much, pretty much what I did. Like, they said something wrong like every 5 to 10 seconds. And I had to counter what they say like every 5 to 10 seconds. Like, that's how bad their commentaries were. Those commentaries that I did a commentary on, those were very bad. Very, very bad. And the thing is, like, these people write scripts for this stuff. They actually sit down, watch the video, and they write a script. And they read their script again, and they don't see it. I don't understand it. Like, I don't write scripts. I just simply, I make the splices for the video while I'm editing it, and I just hit record. I say what I need to say. I put in a video if I need to put in a video. I show proof. I get screenshots, that sort of thing. But I don't really script anything. I mean, for me, I'm too lazy to plan, you know. I always do my best work when it's just off the top of my head. Well, yes, I would agree that a lot of them have a pretty short attention span, because even in the commentaries they made on my videos, they get countered, their point gets countered in the video that they're commentating on. There's no excuse for that. Absolutely no excuse. There hasn't even been a reply yet the video commentating on owns you. Yeah, Microsoft about to get in trouble. Motorola had some patents that Microsoft trampled on. So you could be seeing the Xbox 360 Slim or S model going bye-bye pretty soon. You went and got a black.
Yes, I did.
What are you doing here?
Toilet paper roll.
Oh,
He's gonna be my cameraman.
Come here. Come here.
I'm so bad about the toilet. Oh yeah, you got
Come here.
that. Oh my god.
What?
This is an old yearbook?
Yeah, this is my dad's yearbook when he was in high school.
Oh god.
There was a nigga in here look just like you. How old are you really? How old are you really?
I swear you're not telling us, Cameron.
Let me see if I can find that. I think
He looked just like me.
He looked just like you.
Why do y'all? So we all actually had afros back then?
Yes.
Huh.
That's my dad right there.
Yeah, we're gonna change.
I mean, I looked through this. My dad was in the computer club, the science club, the more gifted club, the gifted club, gymnastics, the gifted program. He got an award from Bank of America.
He got an award. He did?
Yes.
That's so stupid.
Like, I looked at this like, my dad was a freaking scholar in a G in high school, and he wears bow ties as big as this. Like, this huge.
And look at him now. Don't know.
He also was voted most likely to succeed and most intelligent.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that picture.
I'm really curious about this.
I swear,
I went back in time or something.
you went back in time. You went back in time.
You just busted in this picture.
Let's see if I can find it. I should have bookmarked it. I didn't know this was coming over here today.
Freaking.
Well, I got like one Indian amongst all these black people. It's pretty cute though. There it is, right there.
What the crap? I can explain it.
What happened was, looks just like you, fool. I mean, look at all these afros. Like, everyone has an afro. Afro, afro, afro.
Maybe you couldn't cut your hair. Maybe you couldn't get a fade. Because, I don't know.
Look how much me and Dad look alike.
Where? That's your dad? That's cool.
Yeah, he didn't weigh 300 pounds. Well, he's not really 300 pounds. He just fatty. I used to have an afro. I need to get that again. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Motorola. Yeah, goodbye Xbox 360. It's been nice knowing you. Halo, I don't care about Halo anymore. Halo is lost in the wind to me. I'm not going to chase after it. You know, it was a cheap hat anyway. I can always get another one. I'm going to call it now. Halo 3 anniversary for 720. You guys will be lucky if the next Xbox can play Xbox 360 games.
I have no idea how to.
You said that.
What is this? This is black magic.
You'd be lucky if the next one plays 360 games. Halo 4 might come to the PC. Oh, that'd be a smart move on Microsoft's part. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd more than likely be on Steam. Because they know no one cares about Games Windows Live. Microsoft burned that bridge, and I don't think it's going to be rebuilt for a long time. Microsoft's going to have to massage our balls for another generation.
Did you test one?
That's your job.
Shop.
Hey, your neuralizer.
Yeah, that totally looks like one.
There's no reason for this to be that complicated. Like really. But even if you do.
Well, if they actually do have to stop producing the Xbox 360s and stop distributing them, you guys are gonna have to go back to the old pros and the old, the old elites. Oh, poor gamers, poor gamers.
Get it now. That's so stupid.
Yeah, they finally get a working 360 that gets banned. Well, that's what they get for banning so many people unjustly. It's happened to so many people that I know. They just get banned, and when they call Microsoft hotline, you were banned from Xbox Live. We can't really tell you what you were banned for, but the only way to actually get back on Xbox Live is if you buy a new Xbox. And that's what they tell parents when the parents call the hotline. Just buy a new Xbox 360.
How do you do that?
You have to unclip the. Unclip.
Like, this guy had like something called like homo. Like, that's where he was from. Homo. And that's like an actual town in America. Yet he was banned for that. Because the town he was actually from was called Homo.
So now you can put it on, and you zip it back up, and it tightens.
That's too complicated.
I was like, why does it have a zipper?
And there's certain things you can't say in your little, you know, gamer tag. In your little motto. Like, try typing in Ubuntu or Linux. It's not going to go through.
It's actually a lot simpler to actually put it on now.
Yeah. It took a while to figure it out, because...
Oh yeah, I already got Civilization 5, plus all the DLC. I got the Game of the Year edition that was $49.99 for $12. Hey, for $12, it doesn't suck. If I can just stop playing Left 4 Dead 2 for a while, I can actually get some other games.
Then you are.
I just can't. Left 4 Dead 2 is just so freaking good. There's nothing more epic than you and Miranda Lawson from Mass Effect fighting a guard armor in a stadium to Midnight Riders music with Kingdom Hearts battle theme playing in the background. With Coach in epic armor. That's how I play Left 4 Dead 2. That game is so much fun. And people actually do not like playing against me. They don't. If I'm on a team and I just join in and the team has like only one other person, people from the other team will switch over real fast. As soon as I get my sniper rifle, it's pretty much over. We're going to go through this stage. Unless my team is absolutely balls. When I said I was leader of the commentating community, I wasn't really that serious. I was just going to make that just to bother the commentators. And I said that in the Ustream several times. You guys were there. I just said it. I'm only doing this just to bug the commentators. And look what happened. I didn't even make the video yet. People are just up in arms and upset about it. I mean, the reason why I'm bugging these people is because they're easy. That's why I make plans like that, because it's that easy to bother these people. Well, yeah, tonight I'm going to finish that auditorium review. Man, I love that game. Car is running smooth as silk. I love this car. But I still miss my Mazda Protege. That thing got like 40 miles a gallon. Man, that was such a great car. When I had to part ways with it, oh man, I had to fight back the
I'm
tears.
glad that thing is gone. Piece of crap.
It wasn't a piece of crap.
Can't be worse than cameras though.
My car was awesome.
My car got remade from the windows down because I got hit by a flood.
Still a piece of crap.
It was basically new, except,
Piece of crap.
you know, it was just a Mazda Protege.
Now, you're a piece of crap.
Okay, Mackenzie. Sexually timid.
Man, that car took me
That's the
from
greatest name.
Dallas all the way to Chicago. No problems. My baby never had a hiccup, okay? Man, that car.
Alright, this ain't going there.
When I had to say goodbye to my car, the guy was looking at me. He's like, "I'll leave you alone." I was like, "Thank you." I had my little keychain and I hit it to make her, you know, honk. Oh, my baby. And then the guy, like, he came back out and he had like a couple tools. He's like, "Look, I know how it is, you know, people with their first cars. You know, I love my first car. You know, you can take home a piece of your car. Which piece do you want?" I was like, "Can I have the grill?" And sure enough, he took the grill off for me and gave it to me. I put it into the back of that rental car I had, and it's up there in Chicago with my girl right now. That car ran so well. And it was a like 1998 vehicle. Man, I took that thing to the track in Arlington. I drifted on it. I raced on it. I love that car. That car beat out my friend's freaking Ford. What kind of car was that? It was like some crappy Ford Mustang that just looks nice, but really isn't really that great. Man, my car. But I'm loving this new one though. My friend's Ford was a console. Yeah, but this what is it? Nissan Altima LX. It's a really good car. It was $8,500. 2005 luxury edition of the Nissan Altima. Heating seats, you know, leather seats, 6-disc changing drive. Really nice car. It only had 93,000 miles for a Nissan Altima. 8,500. It was supposed to go for about 1,100. I would get it spray painted black or maybe a really dark gray. Not like pitch black because that'll make a car really, really hot. And I don't like that. So maybe a gray, few shades darker, you know, gray. A custom license plate that says PC for the win. Googling right now. Let me see. Your plate message. Let me pull up my toolbar real quick. It's actually free. PC for the win is actually open. How much does it cost? Let me see. Oh wow, that's pretty expensive. For 1 year, it's $195. Holy crap! For 10 years, it's $600. Worth it. Let me see if Gaben is available. Yep, that one is too. Or pills. Wouldn't that be an amazing license plate? Pills. That's probably gonna. I think PC for the win. Very interesting. Peels.
I'm going back to Yeah. Yeah.
What am I going to choose for my license plate? Or maybe I should get a plate that says hentai. Oh, it's not available. Yeah. I gave them to you already. Aren't those suits down there? Oh, okay. Here. You know what? Maybe let's see if Pingus is available. Pingus is available. How about Oh, that one's taken. Squalala. Well, it can only be Squala. Only 6 letters. My boy!
I can explain.
Racking up those hours?
I know you're not talking.
Racking up those hours.
You can't talk.
Check your time right now.
Let's go. Dude, I'm telling you, I haven't been playing. It's not even. You fail.
Yeah, when I get some money, I'm definitely gonna have to get one of these plates. You should get one too, bro.
What?
A license plate, a
I
custom
get a
one.
Texas license plate.
You can put on there whatever you want. But I think mine's gonna be PC for the win. That's gonna upset people as I drive. Yeah, that's a good one.
What crap? When did that happen? I'm confused. How many hours did you have?
I think like 120.
What?
People keep telling me about this new Pokemon game. I have no clue what they're talking about.
Rumble?
Black and white too.
No, like Pokemon Journey or something like that.
Oh, never heard of it.
Oh man, those plates are overpriced. That's ridiculous. Looking for the Wii U? Not really. I don't know what to expect. It's I haven't seen anything of it yet, so I really don't have a reason to be excited yet. But yeah, I'm gonna go now, guys. I'm gonna go get some food and call the missus. And try to finish this review tonight. But I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good night.